Now, you may be wondering to yourself, why am I hearing the beautiful sounds of Brass Bonanza? Well, for those of you outside of Connecticut, you may not know this, but that is a song of victory. Victory for the University of Hartford Hawks, who have won their first ever America East Championship after 37 years as a D1 school. They are finally going dancing in the big tourney, and I am so excited. So with that, we're going to start the show with these beautiful, beautiful trumpety sounds. Take it away! Good afternoon and welcome to the podcast. I'm Nick Drago. Today on the show, we are going to talk about the Big Four sports, and those of you looking for NCAA tournament words and information and all the fun stuff, no worries. We're going to have our special tournament edition coming out shortly after this one, so buckle up, baby. We got a twofer this weekend. Oh yeah, so excited. Okay. How was your weekend? Mine was pretty good. I always start the show by welcoming everybody. So welcome to all of you. For those of you who are new to the program, we like to talk about all the news, sports, and information from the previous week and get into what's going to happen over the next week, month, year, etc. If you like what you hear, find me on Soundcloud, Twitter, YouTube, and the Facebook. Just type in Sports with Nick Drago. That's me. And you can email me directly, sports3xpodcast@gmail.com. Folks, I'm just super excited to see my alma mater, the University of Hartford Hawks, finally in the NCAA basketball tournament. So pumped. So excited. They've waited a long time for this. Their coach, John Gallagher, is an amazing guy. He's been there 9 years, and this program would be nowhere right now without him, honestly. Okay, where do we want to start? Let's start with basketball. So let me pull up my stuff here per usual, and we're gonna talk about all the crazy games that happened. A lot of new contracts went out in the NFL. So let's start with some of these NBA games from this weekend. So now remember, we had the All-Star game was last week, so we're still kind of getting into the thick of the second half of the season. Nuggets got a win over the Grizzlies, 103-102. Pelicans beat the Cavaliers, 116-82. 76ers got a win over the Wizards, 127-101. Heat beat the Bulls, 101-90. Spurs get a win over the Magic, 104-77. Jazz beating the Rockets, 114-99. Lakers get a win over the Pacers, 105-100. Knicks get a win over the Thunder, 119-97. Hornets beating the Raptors, 114-104. Nets beat the Pistons, 195. Bucks got a win over the Wizards, 125-119. Bucks on a bit of a roll. Right now. Let's see how Giannis did in that game, 33 points. Oh yeah. Hawks, they get a win over the Kings, 121-116. Trailblazers beating the Timberwolves yesterday, 125-121. Pacers get a win over the Suns, 122-111. Mavericks beating the Nuggets, 116-103. Thunder, they get a win over the Grizzlies, 128-122. Warriors beat the Jazz, 131-119. And then a couple games going on as we speak. 76ers are currently destroying the Spurs, 80-63. Heat up by 3 over the Magic, 48-45 at halftime, and the Cavaliers are losing the Hawks, 23-17. That's in the first quarter. You also have Rockets, Celtics tonight, Trailblazers, Timberwolves, Raptors, Bulls, and Clippers, Pelicans. Those games will all be over by the time this podcast is airing. So, and upcoming games this week, Knicks and Nets tomorrow, Monday at 8 p.m. I would definitely tune into that one. And then if you need one more push for basketball before the tournament starts, you all have Knicks Sixers. That could be fun, right? And you have Rockets Hawks. No, not fun. But the Jazz and the Celtics, that could be another exciting game. That's Tuesday at 7:30. So those are games I would check out. Now let's look at those standings. 76ers, they're ahead 26-12. Nets 26-13. They're 9-1 in their last 10. The Nets are pulling it together right now. Bucks are 24-14. Heat are 20-18. Celtics 19-18. Hornets 19-18, and the Knicks are 20-19. Yeah, they've dropped a little bit in the standings. They were in fourth place. That loss to the Bucks early in the week hurt, but Knicks had a nice win the other day too. Who did they play? Now I forget. That's right, the Thunder. They had a nice win over the Thunder. Hawks are 18-20, and then you have the Pacers, Raptors. Raptors, what happened? You guys were finally pushing yourselves up there. They're 4-6 in their last 10. Pacers, Raptors, Bulls are all within that bubble. Any one of them could take off. Now, Cavaliers, Wizards, Magic, 14-23, 14-23, 13-25, respectively. Yeah, they have a chance to get in as well, but they got to do a lot of winning, and they got to do it soon. Pistons are 10-28. Now, going into the West. Jazz remain on top, 28-10. The Suns are on a roll. They're now in second place, 25-12, just over the Lakers at 25-13. Clippers 25-14. So you got a bit of a log jam here for second, third, fourth place. Then you have the Trailblazers, who are 22-15. Nuggets 22-16. They're finally doing something. The Nuggets were not a great start to their season. They're 7-3 in their last 10. Spurs are 19-15. They're 5-5 in their last 10. Mavericks are 20-17. They're another team who started out slow and picking up. Warriors are 20-19. They're starting to slow down. Now the Warriors have been hurting without Klay Thompson. I almost called him Claymond. We're just going to merge Klay Thompson and Draymond Green here into one super player. Grizzlies are 17-18, Thunder 17-22, Pelicans 16-22, Kings are 15-23, Rockets 11-25, and the Timberwolves 8-30. A couple of big news stories. Anthony Davis apparently progressing well. He's not back on the court yet, but it doesn't look like we know when he'll be back. But he's doing well, and if the Lakers, Lakers are playing okay without him. I know it was a little rocky at first, but they're finding ways to win. Joel Embiid, now this one is going to hurt. The Sixers need Embiid, and the Embiid can't stay healthy. This guy does not take care of his body. Sorry, I live in Philadelphia. I hear this every day from the fans. Every day, Embiid doesn't take care of himself. So it looks like he's going to be out at least 2 weeks, or he's going to be reevaluated in 2 weeks. He's got a bone bruise in his knee. They need to get him help. And I don't know how, I don't know when, I don't know why, I don't know where. They got to get this guy help. Carmelo Anthony, congratulations, Carmelo. Passes Akeem Olajuwon. That was a weird way to say that. Akeem Olajuwon. Sorry. Carmelo, now I'm not going to be able to say it. Carl Anthony. Okay, we're having one of those days, friends. Carmelo Anthony passes Akeem Olajuwon for 11th on the NBA all-time scoring list. Congratulations, Melo. He's really found his niche here with these Trailblazers, and I'm loving what we're seeing from Melo right now. I hope that this continues for him going forward. All right, NHL. We had a lot of games this weekend in Hockeyland. Let's scroll up here. Golden Knights beat the Blues in overtime 5-4. This was on Friday. Wild got a win over the Coyotes 4-0. Blanked them. Avalanche blanked the Kings 2-0. Oilers got a win over the Senators 6-2. Sharks beating the Duckies 6-0. Rangers beat the Bruins 4-0. Dang, what's with all these shutouts? Another one, Penguins beat the Sabres 3-0. Blue Jackets got an overtime win over the Stars 4-3. Capitals beat the Flyers 5-4. Predators, they lose to the Lightning 6-3. Panthers get a win over the Blackhawks 4-2. Flames beating the Canadiens 3-1. That's huge. They just had a coaching change. Flames are trying to pick things up. Jets beating the Maple Leafs 5-2. Islanders beat the Devils 3-2. Golden Knights get a win over the Blues 5-1 yesterday, and the Canucks, they get a win over the Oilers 2-1. Sharks beat the Ducks 3-0. And then today's games, you have the Wild beat the Coyotes 4-1. Devils lose to the Islanders in a shootout 3-2. Stars get a win over the Blue Jackets 2-1, also shootout game. Hurricanes beat the Red Wings 2-1. Avalanche beat the Kings 4-1. And the last game of the day is the Senators and the Maple Leafs, and that's in the second period with the Senators winning 2-1. Where are we in the standings, folks? Four divisions. I love the four division thing. It's been kind of fun. All right, so the Hurricanes are in first place right now in the Central. Now, they weren't there a week ago, but Hurricanes, Lightning, Panthers are all within 1 point of first place. So Hurricanes with 41, Lightning with 40, Panthers with 40. After that, you got a bit of a drop-off till you get the Blackhawks at 33. So right now, those are your four teams for the Central. But you have the Blue Jackets are in there, 29. They could pull things around. The Stars at 24. Now, remember, the Stars have played a couple of fewer games than everybody else. They're 3-6-1 in their last 10. I'm sorry. I was looking at the Predators. They're 3-5-2 in their last 10. And I said it the other day, I think the Stars, I think they have the ability to make a big last-minute push. So keep an eye on them. Predators right now with 23 points. Red Wings with 20 points. Moving into the East, the Islanders are currently on top at 42. Capitals 38. Penguins at 35. Bruins at 32. Now, Bruins and Penguins play each other this week, so that could swap around a little bit. Flyers at 29. They're also in it right now. And the Rangers are picking up speed a little. They're not that far off, so the Rangers are in it too at 25 points. Then you have the Devils at 20 and the Sabres at 16. In the West, the Golden Knights at 37 points. Wild right behind them at 35. Avalanche right behind them at 34. And then you have the Blues at 33. So all four teams are very close to one another in the standings. This is a close division. Now the Kings, bit of a surprise, but they have 28 points. Coyotes also at 28 points, so they're also in it. The Sharks at 25 and the Ducks at 22. Coyotes, by the way, Their goalie, Darcy Kemper, may not be playing all that much right now, so he's day-to-day at the moment, so that could hurt their chances. Maple Leafs on top in the North Division with 40, the Jets at 36, Oilers at 36, Canadiens at 31, and the Flames are 5-3-2 in their last 10. I'm telling you, I think the Calgary Flames are going to make a push for the playoffs. And they're pretty darn close right now. How high I think they can go in the standings, that's too soon to tell. But right now, I think they can make it in and push the Canadiens, because Canadiens have been rocky the last few weeks. Canucks at 28 points, and the Senators there at 19. Jack Eichel for the Sabres is out for the foreseeable future. It's a shame because there were a lot of trade rumors going on about him. I think Buffalo's going to have a hard time trading him if he doesn't get his butt back on the ice soon. So we'll see what happens there. Blue Jackets make a trade. Mikko Lehtinen they acquired Mikko Lehtinen from the Maple Leafs, so it's good defensive help for them. They are going to lose a goaltender. Oh, man. All right, you're going to make me say this name. Vienny Vivillinen. Arizona Coyotes, I already mentioned their goaltender situation. Jordan Binnington got a 6-year, $36 million extension from the Blues. All right, they're betting big on a 27-year-old goalie. You know what? 6 years. I think we all knew Binnington was going to be their goalie of the past, present, future, so good for them. The Mets, Luis Guillorme, shortstop, earned a walk after a 22-pitch at-bat in spring training. Think about that. 22 pitches. You want to talk about a ball eater? This guy. He fouled off 16 of them, including 9 straight before getting to ball number 4. He saw 10 pitches that were 99 miles per hour or above. Now, who was the pitcher? Jordan Hicks was the pitcher. So that's, you know what? If you're looking for somebody who can eat pitches, he maybe has a future with the Mets. Who knows? I thought that was cool. Moving into football, Drew Brees announces his retirement after 20 NFL seasons. I know we were talking about this a few weeks ago, and how Drew Brees hadn't made this announcement yet, and we're still waiting for him to make the announcement. And now that, we'll talk about Cam Newton in a second, but now there are less quarterbacks on the board, and New Orleans had no shot to pull a player together. Now, there's still trades and whatnot out there. The quarterback carousel is not ended by any stretch of the imagination. I just think Drew Brees waited a little too long. Brees is out, 20 seasons. Congratulations. He's been in the NFL for 20 years, 15 of those years with the Saints. Won a Super Bowl in New Orleans. He's a fantastic player, one of the best quarterbacks ever. Congratulations, Drew. Definitely deserve a nice break. Green Bay Packers are going to hold on to Aaron Jones, give him a 4-year, $48 million contract. And I think a lot of people were hoping that they would let Aaron Jones walk, but that does not seem to be the case. He's sticking around, or I'm sorry, people thought he wasn't going to re-sign, but he's sticking around long term. Cam Newton, here we go, signed another 1-year deal with the Patriots. I love it. Why? Why, New England? You had a terrible season, a terrible New England season. Maybe they think that he's still got, maybe they think there's still something in the tank for him. Maybe they think that they can turn it around this year. But at this rate, maybe it's just a comfort thing. Why bring in something new when we had to go through the whole thing last year? I don't know. But you know what? Cam Newton, prove us wrong, buddy. Prove us wrong. Almost done here, folks. This is a quick one today, but that's why we're doing a twofer. Kansas City, the Chiefs, restructuring Pat Mahomes' contract so they could save $17 million. Listen, they gave this guy a boatload of money. I don't remember what the original thing was, but yeah, restructuring, that's normal. But it's going to keep Mahomes, right? They had a 10-year extension, so Mahomes will be there until the 2031 season. So you got a long career ahead of you of leading the Chiefs to the Super Bowl, maybe winning a couple more, unless Tom Brady stops you, because apparently Tom Brady is planning to play for another, 4 years? He signed a 4-year contract extension with the Bucs. Tom Brady, Thomas Brady, at 42 years old, is sticking around for another 4 years. You have got to be kidding. Listen, he's always said he wanted to play well into his 40s. This will make him 46 by the time he's done. And you know what? The way they played, the way the Bucs played, the way he's been playing, oh man, I really think he's going to win another Super Bowl. And gosh darn it, does that not put a deep pit in my stomach? Well, Tom Brady, enjoy your massive amounts of money. Thank you. And thank you to the Pokemon Go update I just got on my phone, because apparently that's important. So for those of you watching the YouTube channel, they could see what's happening on my phone in real time during this show. So those of you listening to the podcast are like, what is he talking about? So apparently my phone just updated. Whatever. Anywho, that's all I have for today. I know, surprising, right? You'd think I'd have more. Well, that's because we're saving a lot more for our tournament special, and if you want to see it and be a part of it, fantastic. Keep your eyes peeled for that one, friend aminos. And with that, I can't just say have a wonderful day and sign off, do I? Special thanks, as usual, to Johanna Drago. She is the podcast set designer, logo designer, and something else. And content editor for this podcast. She does a lot of stuff. She wears a lot of hats. Special thanks to our social media warriors, Gary and Mary Kay Albert, of course, and Joe Calabro, Jorge Paris, the whole gang out there. And special thanks, the music you hear is a song called Golden Sunrise by Josh Woodward. A link to the website can be found in the show notes, but we didn't really use that today. Well, we'll use it at the end. We used Brass Bonanza to open the show today. I am all kind of befuzzled, and it's all because of the University of Hartford Hawks. Friends, it doesn't matter that they're the 16 seed. It doesn't matter that they're playing Baylor. What matters most is that you cheer them on. And if you want to see more of me, find me on SoundCloud, Twitter, YouTube, and the Facebook. Just type in Sports with Nick Drago. Or email me directly at sports3xpodcast@gmail.com. Friends, University of Hartford Hawks taking on Baylor. First round, root them on. Doesn't matter that they're the 16 seed. Go Hawks.